It's May 18th, a little overcast day, and actually cooler than it's been in a while. I think it's only in the 60s today. But it's time to plant out the sweet potatoes, so that's what we're going to do. I need about 17 or 18 plants, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure how many I have. The ones in the jars that I take it off the potato and put in jars of water to allow their root system to develop. They've actually grown a really thick root system, and they suck down water. Every day the jars are down like 25%, and it's so I'm sure they're going to be healthy to plant. I have to admit, the ones I potted up into containers to allow them to start growing, they didn't fare so well. I think I put in 6 or 7 of them, and I've only got 3, and they look kind of sickly, so I'm going to save them to the end. I still got plants growing on the potatoes themselves, and they look a lot healthier than the ones that I potted up, so I'm going to use them if I don't have enough in the jars. But I got a lot in the jars, and I actually just put a couple of cuttings in yesterday or the day before. They don't have roots yet, of course, but if I need them, they'll be there for me in about a week or so. They'll have started to develop roots, and I'll put them in. So as I said, the ones in the jars have developed a lot of roots, as you can see. So I'm not quite sure how many plants are in here. A lot of leaves on top. And this is the small jar. These were the small cuttings that I had, and so I put them in a smaller jar, but as you can see, they're even starting to grow up there. This is the larger jar with the larger cuttings, and their roots are a lot more extensive, but they're also doing okay. But as you can see, some of the leaves are yellowing, so they really should get in the ground. Now I do know that when I put them in the ground, there's a good chance I'll lose some leaves, but that's okay. So as you might be able to tell, I've marked out the planting holes there, and then I got some more here, and then there's some going up the side. So I've got 6 going down here, 6 going down there, and then rather than having it at the same spacing, well, they are still the same spacing. I'm going to plant them about 1 foot apart. I've offset them though from these holes, so it's kind of like a domino, I guess. Checkerboard, something like that, but they're offset, so there's only 5 in the middle. So 6, 5, 6, 17 plants. So we'll clear out some of these leaves that have fallen down. Not that I need to, but get them out of my way. And just going to dig down with my fingers, and not sure if you can see the soil, but it's doing well. It's got a couple of down to about here is leaves, so this was like last year's leaves down here, so they're starting to really break down nicely. And then I had the layer that I put on last fall, so it's good soil to plant in. So as I said, I'm not quite sure how many I have, but this is the roots that I'm dealing with. So it looks like I've got a bunch of plants here, so that's good. And hopefully I'll be able to tease them apart without breaking them. Yeah. So we'll just plant them in the hole. And I'm not putting any soil amendments in or anything like that. Just filling in around them. Now, I know a lot of people, when they're planting, I've seen the like this, it's mounds of soil that they plant into. I'm not doing that. I'm just planting it into level ground. So we got 1 in, and who knows, maybe I'll get the whole bed with just these. So I'm just going to go right down the line and just plant them right in the soil. This is a 1-hole plant, so put that in and then just fill in around it.
Might need a deeper hole for that one.
That's a nice root system on that one. So hopefully that gives me some good potatoes.
Pull out the weeds. But that's the one good thing about the leaf mulch on top. There really isn't that much weeds. You get the odd one, but it's not too bad.
So this is actually one plant here, and it's attached right down here. I could probably break this off and get 2 plants out of it, but I still have plenty in the big jar, so I'm just going to plant this whole thing.
Looks like a nice strong root system though.
Only 4 in the middle. Oh, I forgot one. These are some nice roots. And now just 6 down here. I think that's a good one. Nice purple leaf on it.
Lots of worms.
So we got 5 or 6 plants left over. So as I said, if any of these die, replace them. As I said, I wouldn't be surprised if I lose some of the leaves on some of these plants, because that can happen from the transplanting. And now, got to water them in. These plants were hardened off in the greenhouse. I actually did it for a couple of days, just that they were in a warm environment in the basement. The greenhouse was a fairly warm environment too. One of the reasons the plants can lose their leaves when you plant them is they're going from an all water environment to a soil one. So it's a bit of a shock, which is why I'd wanted to plant them up in the containers. Like I said, they really didn't look all that good. So I'll be out here again tomorrow, giving them a good watering, and hopefully the transplant shock won't be too great. So the sun came out right at the very end. The clouds are breaking apart. I see a lot of blue sky up there. So it's late in the day though. It's 4 o'clock, thereabouts. So they won't bake. Try to keep the leaves, the water off the leaves. And as I said, hopefully the transplant shock won't be too great on them. But if you want to see what we're doing in the garden last week, check out this video right here, and then subscribe and hit that notification bell. And that way you'll be able to follow along on the progress of all of our plants as we try to grow a supermarket in our own backyard. Okay, thanks for watching.